Alright, I'm Severn Sage. It's taken me a long time. I decided to focus on this since I've been doing nothing but Genshin stuff, and I've been doing these videos since I have another friend who hasn't actually played this game and they want to see it. Because my Wii U playthrough wasn't great because I had to record with the camera and it kept getting cut. And I told them I would redo this game again, and I most likely will have multiple videos of me just playing through it for fun like I always do. And it's going to take me forever to get everything back like the way I have on my Wii U. All of the lenses maxed out and everything unlocked, so that's like my goal right now is to max everything. So we were trying to find Hisoka and we ran into Ose. At the end of my last video, I was having a hard time because you have to like steer away from her to like a hard left. And when you're watching a video of somebody play a game, you don't really get to experience what it's truly like because on my controller I'm having to like steer her really to like a hard left or right, and you really have to pull it and you can feel like the weight because say the boss ghost has like this field that slows everything down, and you can actually feel like a slow lag on your character, and it's hard to pull it in the opposite direction. It's like trying to pull two super strong magnets away from each other when they're being pulled towards each other, and that's like the type of struggle that it feels like. So anyway, she's like, I should leave here. Yuri followed Hisoka's trace to the shore of the Lake of the Departed, where it vanished into the mist. In her place, a woman appeared, the same dark presence seen in Hisoka's photograph. Unable to inflict any damage with the camera obscura, Yura's only option was to run. Yuri recalled the outline of a large torii gate over the misty lake. Could that be where Hisoka was headed? Yeah, it was. So I got S ranks on all of my previous ones, but I keep getting A ranks on everything, so I'm starting to suspect that S ranks don't exist on this PS4 version, but I feel like that's a joke. They have to exist. But yet, I play the same way I do on my Wii U. I play the exact same way. I do everything the exact same, and I can't seem to get any higher. I don't know why. Did they localize it and change it? Because that doesn't make any sense why my Wii U version would give me S and S pluses and my PS4 version doesn't. Because I was thinking maybe I'm just playing wrong, but look at that. I have A ranks on everything. Except for that one, of course. But, like, are there no higher ranks? Is A just the highest you can get? To like, them Americans, they don't know about S ranks. S ranks off of Japanese. That's what it feels like. I don't really care, but that's what it feels like. So this is a chapter that everybody likes. I'm gonna put her in a swimsuit. Well, I don't know if I want her. I don't really like them sandals. Those sandals look like crap. I'm gonna put her back in this. Because this is where you play as, Ren. Again, I don't like that whole white bullshit. And this is where we find the girls. I don't know if, I think I want to leave her like this. Because she wakes up and says, I'm going. I don't know what, I haven't, the only outfit we've seen her in so far is Mayu's outfit. Which I do like a lot. I like this tormented outfit too, because it's one of Miku's. I'm having such like a hard time deciding what I want her to wear. Because for this chapter, she wakes up and leaves. So I'm going to be playing as her, and I like the gothic outfit. Let's just leave her in this for now. And I'll put her in something different later. Miyu and Yuri sleep after returning from Mount Hakami. Learning that Haruka has been taken by a ghost, Ren and Rui keep a watchful eye on the girls to prevent it from happening again. Eighth drop, the witching hour. The witching hour is a real thing that people do believe in. They believe at 3 a.m. every day is the witching hour, and that's usually where, like, paranormal shit occurs. It's also a thing from Persona 3. The witching hour is when the Tartarus appears. Actually, no, it was at noon. It was at 12 a.m. the Tartarus would appear. Anyway, when Yuri returns from Mount Hakami's summit, she quickly collapses from exhaustion. Meanwhile, Miyu is also in an unnaturally deep slumber, worried that some unwanted visitors might be on their way. Ren and his assistant Rui decide to watch over the girls through the shop's surveillance system. So like I was saying in my other video, all females are affected in this game. I know Rui looks like a boy to me. She looks like Hanbei, but she is a girl, and she gets affected too. You'll see what I mean.
The surveillance cameras seem to be working.
Now we can see if anything comes to pay us a visit.
That's static though. So they're there in their default outfits in the footage. My god, it's like a fucking pipe's gonna rupture. That looks so unnatural.
What's happening?
She's making like the loudest moaning sounds behind him.
Huh? Rui, are you alright?
I'm fine. Don't worry.
Yeah, so females are affected. The moment the mountain starts rumbling, you basically fall unconscious. It puts you into a sleep so that the ghost can come and take you. That's basically it. Rui seems to be unconscious, or maybe just asleep. I wonder what that rumbling was. Something must be happening on the mountain. Yuri and Miyu have both been affected by the noise. I should make sure they're alright. I should turn into a fucking slave. Yeah, so you gotta find books and stuff around the house that he has to read. Haruka Momose, the girl Yuri saved, was led away by the ghost of a girl who killed herself. Something might have come again. I need to check the surveillance cameras to figure out if the girls are okay. Yeah, so on the Wii U version, that map that's on the top up there would be on the gamepad. So it will switch occasionally. Yeah, so whatever camera lights up red is the one we're looking at. That's outside Yuri's room. That's inside Yuri's room. It's the top hallway. That's Hosoka's room. That's the one Miyu is in. That's the shop entrance. That's the one outside of where Miyu is. And then that's the one above her, in front, outside of Hosoka's room, and then that's ours. They seem to be fine, but I should keep checking on them every now and then just to be sure. They've been acting strange since that ominous rumble. What's happening on Mahakami? I should look into the mountain's history. There must have been some books about it here. What makes him think that? Like... What makes them think they automatically have books about what's happening? It's a book about local folk anecdotes. The Mikomori region has many anecdotes regarding the act of photographing the dead. Many are simple superstitions, but some allow us to glimpse into the customs of another time. These stories show both great understanding and great fear. Vanishing. Not the vanishing. It's a chapter in Fatal Frame 3. A man showed a photograph to a friend. The picture showed the faint silhouette of a person. Upon seeing the silhouette, the man cried out and ran, leaving the photo where it was. Each time the man looked at the photo, the silhouette grew more and more distinct. It was his friend. It is said that his friend disappeared after that. The photo bride. A local fool suddenly declared that he had been married. The village threw a celebration, but no one had seen the bride. Someone went to the man's house and could hear the sounds of a woman talking within. However, looking inside, he saw only the man from behind, with no sign of a woman. Days pass, and the man hasn't left his house. So one of the villagers went to check on him. There was no one in the house, only an old photograph left behind. In the photo was a bride hiding her face, and the missing man was at her side. The man who saw the photo said the bride appeared to be smiling. It's because she spirited him away. Yeah, you basically, if you lay eyes on that photo, you become trapped in it, and you disappear and join her in the photo afterlife. Local customs. Seems to be about the customs around the area of Mount Hakami. So Miko Mori, in the area around Mount Hakami, there is a custom of receiving water on the mountain. The people call it Miko Mori, and it is placed in casks to bring into their homes, used only for special ceremonies. It's used to give a newborn its first bath, or to cleanse the bodies of the dead. This stems from the belief that the souls come from the water and return to it in death. Another use for this water is known as the cry of the mountain. According to an old woman in the village, there is a saying, when Hakami lets out a cry, one must wash in Miko Mori. When Hakami cries out or rumbles, one ritually immerses oneself or otherwise wets oneself with the water. The custom likely comes from the mountain's sound being a bad omen, and they use the pure water as a sort of ward. So basically, if you hear the mountain shaking, you're supposed to grab that water and like pour it over your head, like douse it over yourself. That way you're like protected in case something shows up. You'll be like covered in that water and they won't take you. But when the water dries, your daughters may be gone. Do not go in search when the mountain is awake. This must refer to girls being taken to the mountain after the ward is worn off, an explanation for the number of girls going missing in the area. I really need to investigate Mount Hakami and find out what's going on there. Or you can really stop being a damn freak. So when you see when the footage like flickers out, it means there's something there and he has to get up and go see what it is. There's also some troll jobs that happen in here. Aw, no. She's going for Yuri. I could get up and go to her room now, but I'm gonna wait for him to say damn. Now. There's static in the feed from Yuri's room. I better go and check it out. Trying to stretch so bad. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting that numbness again, like I was saying in my last video. I have like these pressure point nerves. My nerves are really screwed up. So on the back of my thighs, particularly my left one, if it's pushed down for too long, my sciatic nerve causes me horrible numbness in my legs. That's what's happening in my right leg right now. Hey! What the fuck, Fuyuhi? What? What? Tell me. Fuyuhi. Girl, are you trying to kiss me? This is gonna dock me points, but I can't. Oops. I did it wrong again. I'm aiming too high. Wrong way. She's powering up, but his camera's different than Yuri's and Miu's. He doesn't have that lens to stop her from doing that. He has a 4-shot lens and an 8-shot one. We don't got the 8 one yet. I tried to double shot it and it wouldn't let me. Gotta be careful because she slits the blood towards you and you take damage. Here she comes. Through the window. Seems like she's written in a diary. When my heart gets weak, I can't even breathe. It takes all my strength just to breathe. All I can do is take the breath and hope to take another. I grow exhausted and spend all my strength just to live. I'm aware of death, and I see. People whispering, people with broken faces, people with ruined bodies, people who stare at me from bloodied sockets, people crying endlessly. All I can do is close my eyes, cover my ears, and wait for the moment to pass. They are always watching me. They say I don't belong here. It should have gotten better. I should have gotten better. KG? Go away! Stop crawling on my floor, you bastard. There's a shot you have to get of him walking in that room, and I always fucking miss it. It's him walking in the room, and then that one girl whose name I keep forgetting, who falls, and it's hard to catch both of them. It's absurd. She seems to be having a nightmare, but is otherwise okay. I did get both of them. Funny, because I always miss that on my Wii U. Fucking pro gamer stats. I always miss that on my Wii U version. I've only ever gotten him but not her. I do feel like it's a little different. The Wii U version and this version is slightly different. Like, they changed some things and slowed it down a little bit. Because normally she falls way faster than that. Hold on. You gonna troll me? He does appear in the fucking mirror. Just in Hisoka's room, taking her shit. This appears to be a book by, KG, about the Shrine Maidens. Maybe there's something in here about the maidens of Mahakami? The Shrine Maidens of Mahakami were tasked with leading pilgrims to death. They were feared, and people thought a maiden's glance stripped away the soul. Tales of ghost shrine maidens are common in Mount Hakami. My research into Japanese folklore has led me to believe that the underlying fear of the women permeates the very culture. But who were the shrine maidens? As women who immersed themselves in water and led people to their deaths, the shrine maidens of Mount Hakami call to mind tales of bewitching sirens. The traditions of Mount Hakami came to an end in an incident where the shrine maidens were all murdered by Kotorugi. The incident was most likely spurred on by this fear the locals had of them. They think that they were killed because they feared them, but that's not the true story. The reason why all of the maidens on the mountain were killed was because Kotorugi fell in love with one of them, and because she refused his advances because she cared more about her duty of being a maiden. He got like super upset murdered her and all the others. And because he knew that their glances could steal people's like memories and they could see into their secrets. When one of them, after he killed her, she stared directly into him, and something that he saw in her eyes caused him to go crazy. And then after he did that, he then set himself on fire and slit his own throat, or speared himself in the chest with his hatchet, something like that. I think he set himself on fire, then slit his own throat, is what it was. I remember it being something super dramatic. This book was written by the folklorist Keiji Watarai. Maybe it can shed some light on things. The custom of marrying the dead is seen elsewhere too, but the ghost marriage, Yukon marriage, of Mahakami was unique. Rather than being done to mourn the dead, the ghost marriage seems to have been part of a ritual in which shrine maidens were sacrificed. Similar traditions join the dead with an imaginary spouse depicted in votive pictures. However, on Mahakami, it seems living men were brought in to be bound to the maidens. On the mountain, the men were not allowed to leave. Like, once they were on the mountain, they couldn't go. The ghost marriage brought in outsiders to soothe the soul of the shrine maiden and to strengthen the pillar she had become. Unable to leave the mountain, the shrine maidens would wait for a man to come and die with them. So basically, the maidens were put into the reliquaries and sealed in the water elsewhere around places on the mountain. And by going to the house of joining, men were brought in and they would find their picture on the wall, and if they picked her, her soul would temporarily leave her body in the reliquary and be joined in the house of joining. Her soul would go to that house and stay there while her body was elsewhere. And then she would sit, and the wedding celebrant would marry their two souls together. Then the men would go to die, so that his soul would then leave his body and go back with her into her box, and they would be stored together in the same box. And because the maidens often suffered, that's why they did it, so that she could have a partner with her, so she wouldn't be alone. He could be with her. But somewhere along the way, that went wrong. Nobunaga motherfucker. KG! My God! So let me go over to where Miyu is. Haruka. No, it's later. It's later. Can't do anything with her. Yeah, you have to see it on the camera, otherwise he doesn't just show up. But I wanted this. Tales of the Sunset. Mahakami sunsets, the rumbling. Maybe there's something in here. Mahakami's name is thought to mean mountain that climbs higher than the sun. What is this, Akatsumaru? Rising sun, Akatsukimaru? It means rising sun. It's also the name of the thing that Motochika has in Sengoku Basara. Some posit that it was once written in a way that means mountain of the sun gods, but that is far from certain, because kami means sun, kami means god, but he translates into something else. Because like Himiko, she's the sun goddess. That's what it's hinting at. What is certain is that many tales about the sunset still persist to this day. People must only climb the mountain as the sun is setting. This likely comes from a local ceremony where those going to the mountain to greet their deaths would go at sunset when the netherworld was said to be closer to ours. One mustn't look at the mountain at sunset. You must stay inside when the mountain cries. The dark sun, Gwendolyn, was a god of misfortune and calamity. No, he was a god who was like the moon, he was born under the moon, and they believed that only women were born under the moon had magic powers, but because he was male, he was raised as a woman. I don't know why I'm bringing up Dark Souls, but when I hear Dark Sun, Gwendolyn was one of my favorite characters in that game, and it pisses me off that they did not add him in any of the other games. But then again, his story only took place in there, but it would have been nice to see more of him. I just feel like he didn't get enough screen time, but I don't really think any of them really did. When you think about it, like Priscilla and Seath and what was the name? Priscilla's father was like the dragon. Seath the Sigalus. Because Seath and Sif I get mixed up because their fucking names are similar. And then Gwendolyn and Guinevere and Gwyn. The setting sun over Mount Hakami was said to be an omen of this dark sun, drawing people to their doom. As for the cry, tremors are often seen as a portent of calamity. On Mount Hakami, it was thought that it was the water rumbling, and it is said that if you could hear it, you were eligible to become a shrine maiden, which is funny because Ren heard it. Other sources say that locals washed in special water when these tremors happened. So remember how they all heard it, and he's like, they heard it, they've been acting funny. So basically, if you hear it rumbling, it means you're eligible to be a maiden. But Ren is a man. But he heard it. That's why he was like, what the fuck? But it's also because he has a special connection. He's a descendant of Kunihiko, who was allowed to freely come and leave the mountain. So he's basically seen as an outsider. And that's temporarily why they're allowing him on the mountain anyway. They kind of see him as a potential spouse for the main boss, Ose. So they're basically trying to capture Ren. That's his whole purpose in this game, is they're trying to, like, marry him to her. Trying to make him move, but it ain't working. They see Ren as an outsider, and they allowed outsiders on the mountain, but once they were there, they were not allowed to leave. They're basically trying to capture him. I think Haruka shows up now. Downstairs near the bathroom. When it goes to the storage room, yeah, there she is. My dreams are so She's coming for Rui, by the way. She's right outside the door where we are. She's after Miu, but she actually comes for Rui. Let's see. It should just be static now, right? When it goes back to it. Man, it was awfully quiet in Yuri's room. What the fuck? Yeah. I mean, I could have gotten up earlier. I just wanted to see. Hold on. That sound reminds me of when you go to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time and you go into the Dodonka Cavern. When you first walk in there, you hear... It's also the sound that they make. The, little, like, lizard... Not the lizalofs, but the little lizard thingies. That hand. Everything seems normal. Maybe it was just static. Confirm. She seems to be having a nightmare, but is otherwise okay. I don't know why they capitalize okay like that. How did he not see her fucking hand sliding over the bed? I can kind of hear her thoughts. See, this is what I liked about the Wii U version, is I can hold the gamepad in my hands and hold it up to my ear and hear their thoughts better, because it comes out of the gamepad speaker. But here, it's because this is a PS4, they have to put it through your TV, and I can't hear it as closely. It gets rid of the intimateness a little bit, because the gamepad, I can hold it up to my fucking face and hear their voices coming out of my gamepad in my hands. It was like their voice was coming out of my hands. I can hear the ghost energy around her, though. I don't know if you can hear it like that. It's like ambient music you would hear in Fatal Frame 2. The backgroundness. I can hear like a... And then you can kind of hear her saying something, but it's too faint to hear. It's kind of like fucking sleep mumblings. I don't know who sleeps like that. I know when I'm asleep, I'm quiet. There are times, though, when you're sleeping and you happen to talk in your sleep. I don't know about other people, but when I happen to say something in my sleep, I actually physically hear and feel myself saying it, and it automatically wakes me up. There has been times where I'll go to say, like, what? And I actually say it. I actually say it. And then I'm realizing that I'm talking, and then I'm like, what? And it wakes me up, and then my whole mind is, like, really confused for a minute. I'm like, what did I just say? There has been times where I've had strong dreams of, like, someone that I know dying or something, and me calling out to them, and then I wake up and I'm actually saying what I'm saying, and I'm like, oh, fuck. Haruka. She's in here. Why is the TV on? Let me jump into the TV to be like Persona 4. Go fight my shadow. There's nothing but static on the screen. Should probably just turn it off. He doesn't look like he gives a flying fuck. Hey, girl. No! Ah! That damage was absolute bullshit. She just wanted to hug him. You know. Don't we all? Haruka. Do you fucking mind? Let's rotate it. Too early. I was waiting for the prompt and I didn't want to do it. She was like in my face. What's with the lipstick? What the Hold on. I can't walk onto her. Fuck off me. There are some ghosts that prevent you from locking onto them, and that's what she's doing. Now I got it. Fuck. Too early. Hold on. He's so loud. I'm so used to my fucking Wii version. I keep hitting the wrong button. Every time. I'll use it. Yeah, it's probably gonna dock me points, but I don't care. Move. If it's not like directly on her head, it will not give me a lock. Haruka. What are you doing? Stop hugging me. Stop hugging me. What the break. Now the maiden should be dancing downstairs in my fucking garden. She should have been. Oh, it's that guy. I want to say like Hirohiko or some shit. Hito Hiro, we're turning into fucking Kasumi's theme song from DOA. No, I thought his name was something like that. They're all in my, look at them, hanging out in my fucking lobby like this is a fucking cafe. Yeah, the one you see come through the back door, he's not actually there. I don't know why it's like that. You would think he would actually be here, over here, but he isn't. It's like a troll. He comes through here and then he's just like, gone. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why. The only ones that are actually really here are, I gotta get that note, hold on. The ones that are actually really here is Nao and Akira. There's a wet note left atop the bed. Once the sunset reaches here, the end won't be far off. After that, the mountain will let out a mighty cry, or a mighty roar rather, and everything will overflow. It will overflow, and everyone will end together. It'll be good. It'll be over. Since it'll be over, I came to see everyone, so that we can die properly before the end comes. Haruka, you are on some crack. Just think about that. You knew somebody, they die, and then they just come back to visit you. It's like, we're all gonna die together, so I came to visit you. Ha! As soon as I open that door, they're gonna pop in my face. You can already see the grain filter. Now. I was gonna aim, but against the fucking door. What do you want from me? Are you trying to kiss me? What are you doing? Why was that a bird sound? Fucking eagle noise. Fuck out of my lobby. Get the fuck out of my lobby. Picture touch! Get out of my lobby. Take your fucking cup with you. I'm not really that mad. I could be. I keep doing that. I know that's not the right button. Why do I keep doing that? Tadahito, that was his name. Man of the Flame. Oh, he does have a name. Hiromichi. Funeral Celebrant. Kagome. So this is the part where he gets tainted because she's like dancing in my garden. Literally. There she is. Look at that. There's also... Oh, they're gonna fucking... I make that same joke every time I play this. When they all three gang up on her like that, I'm like, they're gonna gangbang her. The camera in Yuri's room is off. What's going on? I should go check it out. Rui... Wait, where? Rui must have got woken up. No. Don't go the other way. We want to go to where Yuri's room is backwards. Because the maiden in the garden. You're supposed to go to Yuri's room first, then come down the stairs and get the maiden. So I'm above her now. She can't see her, but she is there. Yeah, that's a joke. So, avoid that, and then come down like this. She should have been there. Unless I fucking sequence broke it. Did I sequence break it? I might have sequence broke it. Well, hey, that works for me. Also, you were supposed to get a picture of Rui when she came in the room. Well, actually, I don't even think you could. So this is a dream. I remember fighting her when you seen her in the garden. Whatever. Rui Kagami. Hanbei, more like. Hold on. Kazuya being dragged away. Rui's notes have fallen on the floor. What could this mean? This means she doesn't care about her shit. Ren is captivated by the woman in that photograph. He's never been good with women, but he's starting to change. I can't do anything about it. He's changing. I'd like to keep things between us just as they are. The relationship we have now. I like the ambiguity. But he's going to decide sooner or later. I wonder which way he will choose. Like I keep telling you, Rui is Ose reincarnated. So she sees Ren as Kunihiko, who she was originally, like, spirit betrothed to. Hold on. Okay, now. Go away, Akira! Go away! My god. Every time I hear the name Akira, it makes me miss DOA Akira. I have that game uninstalled. I don't have enough room to put it back on my console, and it annoys me. It's only fun once in a while. You Hanbei motherfucker. Touch her ass. I like this part. It's funny. Why is he so loud? Oh my god. Oh. So if you have him in his default outfit, the way he sits on the chair, they like modeled his ass cheeks in such a way that you can see them the opposite way. They do the exact same thing with Shushu. So Haruka comes in when he's asleep. And she takes Rui. It's time to go. She spirited her away. That's what's happening here. Now this is the freakish part right here. She turns around, right? And then look, they're holding hands. Then Yuri gets taken by Fuyuhi. So Haruka takes Rui. Fuyuhi takes Yuri. And Miyu is the only one left because she doesn't have anyone else to take her. She doesn't have anyone. She's never had contact with anyone. The only person she's ever met is Yuri. I like how he's getting a fucking straight up upskirt shot. She doesn't even know that he's watching her through the camera, and he just... Oh my god. That always bothers me. It's like straight up fucking panty shot. He saw all of that.
Are you alright?
I need to go back to Mount Akami.
Can you take me there?
Can you take me there?
What? No way, it's too dangerous.
Well,
If that's your answer, thanks for everything. You don't mind if I borrow this, do you? Maybe I'll be able to find Yuri as well.
Hold on, wait.
Did you kill Yuri?
that vibration was strong.
I'm going. Goodbye.
He's like, what the fuck? Ren is watching over the sleeping Yuri and Miyu on the surveillance cameras, but he passes out. He has a dream where he's chasing after Rui. When he wakes up, both Yuri and Rui are gone. He finds Miyu getting ready to leave for Mahakami, taking Yuri's camera obscura with her. The door shuts behind Miyu, leaving a bewildered Ren behind. Because she used her Matori on him. There, we do have S ranks in this game. Pieces of shit. No, my fucking god. So they do exist. The witching hour, yeah, thanks. Yuri has vanished from the shop. Miyu takes the camera obscura and heads to Matakami to search for her. I don't know, I really do like having her in this outfit. I don't know what I want to put her in. I wanted to put her in this just to see what it looks like. I know people probably want me to put her in the Fatal Frame 1 outfits, but I want to wait till when I actually later on in the game. I do like the Miyu and Mayu outfits the most, though. We'll just go with this, though. Because I had to use a lot of points, like 1,000,000 points to unlock those outfits, and I just want to see what they look like. The other ones were given to me free through DLC. Actually, I think I did have to use in-game points to unlock them, even though they were DLC, now that I think about it. Ninth drop, the Sacred Casket. Chapter 9. Miyu wakes up to discover that Yuri has been taken to Matakami by Fuyuhi's ghost. She borrows Yuri's camera obscura and heads for the mountain against Ren's advice. She hopes not only to find Yuri, but some clues to her mother, Miku's whereabouts as well. And she never stops trying to look for her, does she? I'm the same way, though. If my mother went missing, I would stop at nothing until I found her. I can sense that Yuri headed for the mountain. If I use the camera obscura, I might be able to save her. And I might find clues as to where my mother is. This outfit's it's cute. I just wanted to see what it looks like. I kind of liked this outfit a lot when they were previewing the game before they re-released it. But I think it's absurd that Koei still can't get dresses right. The character hands will clip through it. It was the same way in DOA. They're gonna appear right about now. What the? Camera obscura. If Yuri can use it, so can I. Yeah, so this is where it gets interesting. Miyu has the exact same ability that Miku did in Fatal Frame 1 and 3. She has the slow power, where if you hold it down, it will slow them down. It goes like a near. When you let go of it, or run out of spirit power, all targeted ghosts will take damage. So it kind of goes like this. You son of a bitch. Come on now, what it is. Slow. Don't, Masaki! Fuck. Hold on. Hold on. My spirit power is low. Go, 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 go. Melting mother, help me, help. So that's a line from Fatal Frame 4. I laugh at it every time. Stop. Don't do this. Tell me? Tell me your thoughts. Tell me. Anyway, I like him too much. That's why I let him get really close to me. I didn't realize I could open the door with R2 instead of actually hitting circle like they told me to. You better not fucking do it. You can be attacked by, forget her name. I know her last name's Kotorugi, like that other guy. They have the same last name. The hanged woman from the forest, and then the Mikomori guy, who also is a hanged victim, and then the tall woman. Tall woman doesn't actually attack you till later. For right now, she's kind of just someone that trolls you from the outside. I don't know why she runs funny, like her feet are turned in opposite directions. You can tell by the way she's running. It's not really a run. I don't even know what you would call that. She does like this fucking awkward thing with her feet. Where it's like one of her, like her right leg is like stiff. Almost as if though she's like walking with a cast. He'll call out to me right here. He'll tell me to wait. Are you there? Maybe not this time. He always calls out to me there on my Wii U version. Why is it not? Why is it different now? Usually he'll say wait and he'll come out. Wrong button every fucking time. The one who says wait is this guy. Yeah, now I have to fight these idiots again. What I still like about my Wii U version, though, is it does play different than the PS4. Not only that, but I also have Legend of Zelda outfits. Well, I have Zelda's outfit from Miyu, anyway. She was the only one that got a Zelda outfit in that game, as where Yuri got Samus's outfit. I like Zelda's Hyrule Warriors outfit, so it fits her really well. But it can't cross over, because that's Nintendo property, and this is Sony. So that's why they had to come up with different outfits for this release. Every version will have something different, because a lot of people don't realize Fatal Frame did start off as Koei. Then it changed to Nintendo with 4. Supposed to get stopped. Yes, you did. You killed all of the Shrine Maidens. You fucking liar. My spirit power is still weak. Well, that's because it's not fully charged. Too wrong. Trying to get his head, but it's like giving me flame bullshit. That's why I hated the fucking stair hallway in Fatal Frame 3. It has like a really high-pitched ringing and it really hurts. It causes me excruciating pain when I hear it. I held it too long. Shouldn't have done that. hit my... Oh, no, he didn't. Can't. I'm not even gonna try. Fucking Kotorugi. I know I've been saying Koto, but I think it's Kuter. It's Kotorugi. Kurururugi. It's Kotorugi. I've been saying Koto. It's Koter. I'm pretty sure it's Koter. It's his last name. I forgot what his first name is. My mind's triggered on the last. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I'm sounding like the girl from Milan. I knew it. I knew it. I have to find these fucking children. Alright, so... what's her name? Okudera is over here. Koto Okudera. 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 Hi. What are you doing? Man, that is the fucking gaze of something that is just dead. Mother, wait! That tree, by the way, that's lit up over there, that'd be a troll. Mother.
Mother, wait.
Is it just me or did that sound fake? I don't know, sometimes the voice acting is good and then other times I'm just like, are they even trying? So this leads to the house of joining, but I'm not allowed to go yet. Dense brush is blocking the way. I won't be able to get through. But that definitely was my mother. She's been here. Yep, that was her. We're not allowed to get in there until later. Just grab a paper on the ground.